Things aren't going amazing for the Mets down in the A. They've picked up 2 bad losses in their series with the Braves, and the injuries, as you know, continue to pile up. Joining us to give what I'm sure is a calm and rational take on the situation is the host of the Amazin but True podcast, Jake Brown. So, Jake, let's get right into it. It's this simple. What's going on with the Mets?
Brandon, they're battling adversity for the first time really this season. I mean, this team's been coasting. Yeah, it got to a half game in the NL East. Now it's at 3.5. It's getting interesting, of course, but I don't think it's time to panic. The Mets kind of got screwed 2 days in a row, getting 2 pitchers get hurt, and you got mop-up guys coming in the 3rd inning. That's just not – you can't calculate victories off of that. When guys are pulled after 2 innings due to injuries, you're putting minor leaguers in the 3rd and 4th and 5th inning, and an Alvarez, not the one that we wanted up here, and a Medina. So funky cold Medina indeed. It was a rough 2 days, but guess what? The New York Mets have gone on a 2-game losing streak just 6 times this season. They have not lost 3 days consecutively all year. So do with that with what you will. They've lost 3 games in a row twice. Once was before and after the All-Star break. The other times was 2 versus the Astros, 1 versus the Marlins with a day off in between. So this team hasn't truly battled a losing streak. So the sky is not falling after just 2 big games against the Braves.
All right, you mentioned those stats. That's cool. But you also mentioned 2 pitchers being injured, and everyone knows the pitching has been their bread and butter this season. And they lost Cookie and they lost Walker in back-to-back games. It has to have some sort of ripple effect. So how or can the Mets pitching rotation handle these losses?
I think they're going to be okay. I know a lot of people are panicking, but David Peterson was fantastic before he got pulled out of the rotation. Now he comes back in, and I have no worries with David Peterson. And then if you need, I know you got the doubleheader this weekend. You have Trevor Williams, who has been a savior out of the bullpen as a long man. If he could give you 4 to 5 innings, for a couple of starts till one of these guys comes back, you're fine. And Tyler McGill is on the mend. He started his rehab. He's on his way. He should be back within, we'll see, 3 weeks maybe. Maybe he becomes a long man. But I don't think there's a lot of reason to panic. And also, their schedule is not bad. The month of September, they just have 5 games against teams over 500. They got the series with the Braves, one of the ones to end the season. You got the Dodgers coming up, Yankees. After the Yankees, you have the Dodgers, Brewers, Braves, and then the rest of the schedule is all sub 500 teams. So there's not reason to panic. Stay calm, Mets fans. This team is battling adversity. They're going to get through it.
I can hear the optimism in your voice, and I want to stay with the pitching because we got Mad Max Scherzer on the mound tonight. But can the Mets give him the run support to pull one back in this series? Go.
Yeah, the offense has obviously hit a dry spell, and it's going to happen. But I won't call him the savior, but let's say Michael Conforto 2.0 making his debut, and Brett Baty, who has hit wherever he has played. Single A, double A, triple A. This guy just hits. And I'm not saying he'll be a savior, but this is going to be something to replenish the lineup, some tired guys. Escobar was essentially playing hurt. You're playing down a guy. Nito's been hurt. He's been out, so you've had to throw in Perez, who had to play. But I think this will be an infusion, a young bat to kind of help some tired legs right now that will help this lineup.
That's a lot to look forward to tonight. The Mets take on the Braves at 7:20 p.m. on SNY. As always, Jake, thanks for your time, my man.
No props today, just vibes.